What's up, everybody? Welcome to AdoramaXP. I'm Josh Saleh. Let's talk about the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. A lot of games were on our radar and we were hoping to see, and we did in fact see them. No Elder Scrolls, unfortunately, but we got some awesome gameplay from Redfall. Now, this is a game that was announced last year, all about vampires and just co-op. It's a very Left 4 Dead feel to it, and you can really see that not only in the graphics, but also in the four-person co-op multiplayer. Each character has their own powers. We start right here in a church. A lot of gore, but that cartoony gore and the kind of cartoony look to it, so it's not really scary. Like Left 4 Dead really wasn't that scary to a lot of people. You can notice that the shotgun does have a look to it. Maybe you can outfit your weapon in different ways, colorize it, customize it, maybe a battle pass, maybe unlock stuff as you move forward. And I gotta say, the gameplay made me kind of step back from it. The first trailer we saw of this, that was all CGI, I was hyped. I was like, this looks awesome. Fantastical creatures, like a Stranger Things type show, mixed with Left 4 Dead that's gonna be co-op, multiplayer. But then we saw these vampires that just were kind of meh villains. The enemy types kind of did the same action over and over again. It got kind of repetitive. It wasn't really scary. The gunplay didn't look responsive or fun. The sound didn't also make me feel good. I mean, yes, the game still has ways to go in development.
Kiss her ass goodbye.
Jacob! Oh, thank God.
Come on, let's find the others and beat feet.
But if this is what they're showcasing, I don't know, the graphics, it's that Bethesda-style graphics where that Prey or Dishonored look, where it's not really realistic, it's more cartoony vibe to it. I don't know, like, as you see, like, when the enemies get hit, they kind of bounce back, like rubber banding in a way. So, everything has a bounce to it, like. So we'll see how the gameplay actually feels versus how it looks. But in this game, you're four individuals, either teaming up, you can play solo or campaign with other players, and you're trying to rid this city of the demonic vampire world that it is. Each character has their own powers. One has robotic powers that can like build things. One has telekinesis. Another one has a sniper capabilities. Another one has kind of superpowers, and there's also cults in there where you can face off against cults and open up outposts. But yeah, like, what is this game trying to be? Is it trying to be Left 4 Dead? Is it trying to be a horror game? I don't know. Not completely sold. Like, the way the guns look, the way the world looks, the way the sound of the weapons sound and feel. Again, I'm not playing it, so I don't know completely how the feeling of it is. But from this gameplay, we can kind of see a lot and guess a lot. So not too excited about this. And this was on a big one on my list earlier in the year. And when you see these carnival levels, the first thing you think of is Left 4 Dead. But you see there's a lot of team up vibes to it where you can help other players do maybe super jumps or different types of moves. So it does look there is like a chemistry and synergy with your player base. So team chat is going to be very, very important. But again, it looks like an endless row of enemies nonstop, and you have to get from point A to point B. Now, one thing that I thought was kind of interesting in this trailer is this kind of other world to it where you like go through this door and you leave the village you're in or the town you're in, and you go into this mystical land, kind of like the upside down world of Stranger Things. And so I kind of like that look of it. It looks very much Dishonored. So we'll see how much that plays a part into it. I don't know if it's like a boss level or a separate kind of level, so we'll see. So the great thing about Redfall, it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass day one, so you can test it out, see if you like it, play it before you actually buy the entire game, which I think is huge and great for this. And that's just Xbox doing their thing. Now, we finally got gameplay from Hollow Knight SilkSong. This game has been talked about for so many years. If you're a huge fan of Hollow Knight, you know how awesome this game's going to be. It looks great. New enemy types, new powers. It looks incredible. It's Hollow Knight. Now, we didn't get a release date on it still. So we know it's in development. We've been known it's in development, but again, we're still waiting on that release date. It's going to be on Xbox Game Pass as well. So this is High on Life, which coming out 2022 from Rick and Morty creators. This looks absolutely insane. Super fun. The weapons talk back to you. They're all alien beings. Looks like it's going to have some crazy death sequences. I mean, it looks fun. Looks like a great first-person fun game that's kind of resembling of a lot of Bethesda games, as you can see, with that look, that feel to it. Just the weapons talking back, I think, is a lot of fun and really cool.
Bubble bath maybe first. Look at us, blasting away.
Super creative, incredibly colorful. The traversal seems cool because weapons can shoot off platforms, so you can get to higher areas. There's a weapon called Knifey that just yells knifey, stab, stab, stab while you're decimating your people. I think that's just so cool. I think that's, I don't know, it's cool. It's exclusive to Xbox. It's going to be on Xbox Game Pass. So just, if you're a huge fan of Rick and Morty and these first-person type of games, then, I mean, this is a must-play. Xbox and Riot Games are teaming up, and just goes to show Xbox is just increasing their catalog of companies they're working with. And this is insane. These are all going to be available on Xbox Game Pass, and it's all unlockables, all the way from League of Legends to League Wild Rift, Valorant, Leagues of Runeterra, Team Fight Tactics, and you get it all with Xbox Game Pass. So you don't have to purchase any of these. If you have Xbox Game Pass, you get all those unlockables that people have spent so much money on for the past how many years these games have been out. That is insane. That's a huge win for Xbox Game Pass fans, huge win for Riot Games fans, and we know League of Legends player base is absolutely massive, so if you maybe didn't purchase a lot of things and you're kind of waiting for that, now's a great way to just get on Xbox Game Pass and do it, and now you have all of the unlockables coming out this winter. The Rat game, we knew the sequel was coming out, A Plague Tale Requiem. We got new gameplay look of this. The graphics looks absolutely stunning. Very much a Hellblade Senua type of look to it. You could just see like the bits of blood and gore that stick to their clothing, the darkness of it. Now, if you know the first one, you play as Amika and little brother Hugo. Hugo has these powers that can control the rats that you find out later in the game, and you have to save Hugo from all of these crazy situations. So the second one looks like a lot more stealth and a lot more fighting than the previous one. The previous one was just kind of like exploration and running away. This one looks like you're actually getting into the combat of it. A lot of stealth kills, crossbowing, just getting up close and personal with your knife. That is, I think, is really cool because the first one, I kind of got annoyed that you're just kind of running away the entire time. You're just trying to stealthily run, where this one is, you're finally maybe the warrior you can become. And we do know Hugo can control those rats, so we do see a little taste of that, but the graphics looks absolutely incredible. If you're a fan of this, keep it going. And again, on Xbox Game Pass. Now we've got gameplay footage of Overwatch 2, which comes out this October. We know development for this new game hasn't been the easiest, and a lot of fans are saying it looks like Overwatch 1.5, but it's going to be free, so that's really cool. So more reason to play with a free game. Now, early access starts October 4th, and you get to, we met a new hero as well. Axe, just overall badass, reminded me of Maggie from Apex Legends. But if you're a fan of Overwatch, most people are going to try this. I can only imagine the first 2 weeks, if not months of this, everyone's going to get on board and see if they like it, and then either stick around or move on to another game. I'm curious to know if people will go back to Overwatch rather than Overwatch 2, but we'll see how it is. Now we finally got some gameplay from Skorn. Now this development has had its fair share of obstacles. We haven't seen or heard much, but the designs looks very, very interesting. October 21st, 2022, we have a release date coming on Xbox Game Pass. It's very dark, very alien-esque. You can just see like pulling out that umbilical cord, just very gory, very, very horror elements. Shock you. It's meant to shock you and scare you. First person. I mean, the enemy design and the world design is top tier, especially if you're into that Bloodborne type of steampunky alien look to it, where everything looks like it's built of the carcasses of aliens. So play it day one on Game Pass. Why not? Now we got a new character adding the Diablo 4 roster, the Necromancer. We've been waiting for the Necromancer to join the party. It's the 5th and final class. Now, no surprise here. We know that the demon Lilith has returned and is spreading evil. Now, this is a 25-year history of Diablo, and it's going to be the first time we saw Xbox Series X gameplay revealed during this showcase. Really cool level design, all about the player choice, they say, so you'll have a robust character customization, you'll be able to change the look of your character, and you can really tell that in Diablo Immortal, they've tested a lot of those features that will probably be used in this game. You really just feel the power, right? Open world now. You have a horse. You have ways to traverse the land that's unlike other Diablo games. They said there's over 150 dungeons to play in. You have strongholds, which are enemy territories that you need to capture. And your world will always be changing. Local events will happen. So if you play Diablo Immortal, you know it's like an online base. You can see other players on the map live with you. And so when an event happens, those on the same server will be able to fight the same boss together, do the same missions together, party up together. And that's what I really loved about Diablo Immortal. The fact that you don't feel like you're alone. You're with other players. You're with other people that can just, if a boss comes out, here we go. Let's become friends. Let's do this. So I really like that. I really like that online always attitude and mentality. Now, you don't have to play it online always. You can play it without that online capability, but the shared world is awesome. You also have a fully enabled crossplay. That's awesome. You can do couch co-op. You could team up with people online. Like couch co-op for Diablo 4? What? PvP. Now, I'm hoping there's no microtransactions in this. We all know with PvP, people are going to just purchase the most they can and just take everybody out, and you'll just see those big whales of gamers just like boom, because you know it takes $110,000 to max out your character in Diablo Immortal. So let's hope it's not pay to win. Let's hope it's not, you know, pay to level up. But it comes out in 2023 and it looks incredible. Persona goes to Xbox. Fans are so excited for this, and you also see a lot of PlayStation fans online getting kind of mad at this, but it's like, no, we should be celebrating this. Games that are exclusive, we want to be shared around to other consoles so more people can play it. Persona 3, 4, and 5 are all headed to Xbox and Windows in October 2022, and it's going to be on Xbox Game Pass. Now here's something I was not expecting. Xbox Game Studios and Kojima are partnering up and making a new game. Kojima did say that on Twitter after this, that he's still working with PlayStation, has still a great bond with PlayStation. So we know that he's going to still make possibly Death Stranding 2. We've heard rumors in the windmill. But this is going to be a brand new game that he's been wanting to make for a while, that he wants to put on Xbox hardware. I'm very excited to know what this is, but this is a huge win for Xbox fans. And hopefully it's going to be on Game Pass so I can play it on my PC. But definitely, if you're a Kojima fan, you know how incredible this is for Xbox. And you can just see their lineup for the next 12 months. Tons of games going to Xbox Game Pass, to Xbox or PC. You have so many games that you can play. It's really incredible what Xbox has done, and they're just laying the groundwork right now. We finally got to see some in-depth gameplay of Starfield. It looks absolutely incredible. I'm not going to go too deep into it because we have a video coming out in a little bit about a true deep dive into Starfield, talking about everything we saw in the gameplay footage. But just to go over a little bit, we saw factions, AI, combat, the storyline where you're collecting things across the galaxy, over 1,000 planets that you can explore. You can build outposts, you can build spaceships, you can fly those spaceships, you can hire your own crew into it. A couple things that I thought were a little bit didn't sell me on it was the AI look was a little bit The graphics seem a little bit outdated, kind of like that Fallout 4 type of look to it. And also, the AI just didn't seem very smart during that combat. And the facial designs of people wasn't really great during some cutscenes. But the game doesn't come out till next year, so I'm hoping they can really pinpoint that and make it better. It's just when Unreal Engine 5 is already out, and this engine that they're using now, it just seems a little bit outdated. But other than that, it looks so much fun, being able to explore, mine resources, and just check out the galaxy. I'm curious if the planets are going to be completely RNG based, or if they're going to be already pre-designed and developed, so everyone's planet's going to be the same. So I'm really curious about that, and we'll see how much replayability there are with factions, if you could join the same factions in the same game. But we saw a really deep dive into this. It was a good 7 minutes of gameplay on New Atlantis we saw, which is the hub of the galaxy, and more. But definitely check out our deep dive video that's coming out in a couple weeks, all about Starfield and what we're hyped about and what we're hoping gets better when it comes out. Y'all, that was the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. Let us know what you thought in the comments. Which one was your favorite game that you heard about? Let us know what you loved about Starfield, if you're more excited for it or hesitant about it. Like the video, share it out to other people, help us grow this community. Check out our links down below for our Discord and our Twitch channel. I'm Josh Saleh. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take it easy.